Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Sarika. Just before we dive in, would love for you to maybe tell us a little bit more about who you are and where you were in your property journey before you met Handle Properties.
Sure. I am a full-time finance expert, I guess. Before coming to Handle Properties, my goal was to build a portfolio of investment properties to help support my lifetime goals of having passive income coming in. This property that we're about to speak about was my first property, investment property, and before coming to Handle Properties, I didn't have very much knowledge on what key data points to look for when I think about property as a whole. But with my process with Handle Properties, I've come to now realize what needs to be top of mind. Along with your personal preferences, of course, but overall, how a lot of key metrics play into your purchase.
Yeah, awesome. And before you joined us, like, what was the biggest frustration that you had in the property buying process?
Online, or even when you look on websites or realestate.com online, you often see big ticket areas marketed the most. And typically you'll hear, if you buy in a major city, you'll see this amount of growth and you'll have guaranteed of this and that, which is feasible for after a certain point, but entering into the market, the biggest frustration is obviously budget. With Handle Properties, what I have come to understand is there is value in every budget you have, and there is leeway for growth in all budgets. It's just how you decide and what impacts your decision.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Thank you for the insight. And once you did join with Handle, like, how did you find the process of actually like searching for and identifying the property, and how did it work for you?
I would say this was the smoothest and easiest process I've had. Obviously, finding the property is a timely process. It's not something that will happen tomorrow just because you decide you're ready for this journey. I came with a lot of specifications, often personal preferences of what I was looking for in the look of the property and the direction of the property. I had a lot of questions, but with the team at Handle, I was able to have my personal preferences also backed up by data. And when I came with any revisions, or if I came with any questions, I was not only given comments or opinions on those preferences, but it was backed by statistics. So I wasn't just going in and making blind preferences about things.
Yeah, awesome. And I think we came to a good result in the end. So on that, what did we find for you, and give us a rough ballpark of what you paid?
We found a 3-bedroom property in the Melbourne area. We were looking at a budget between $400,000 to $500,000, and I was very grateful to find a good home and piece of land that supported those preferences.
Yeah, awesome. And looking back, crazy that we managed to get that budget in such a CBD. So fantastic in hindsight. And with that property, like, has it grown in value since you purchased it?
Yes, it has. We're looking at about a 20% growth in less than a year.
Awesome. And based on the experience from start to finish, like, in your opinion, who is Handle Properties right for?
Handle Properties is right for anyone, really. However, I would say if you're coming into the property market like myself as a new investor, you'll often come with a lot of assumptions on things and a lot of ideas that need clarification. If you're someone like myself who's coming into things brand new, Handle Properties is great. But just because it's your first property doesn't mean you need to stop there. In my next properties, I would 100% trust Handle Properties with my next investment as well.
Perfect. Really, really happy to hear that. And Like right at the start, like why did you choose Handle over perhaps doing it yourself?
Um, I think I was very ignorant and naive to what the market was indicating, regardless of all the things I had heard about what investing looks like. A lot of people just say, get in fast, do it like this, do it like that, but not everything everyone says online or everyone tells you in person as their opinion is correct. Um, Coming to Handle Properties was a way for me to navigate all those opinions and find what was actually right.
Awesome. And with that journey, like what do you like what's one thing that you wish you had known before you actually started it all?
Um, the process of picking the property will take a very long time, but the process of purchasing it and settling the property is exceptionally quick. The turnaround time is insanely fast, and you have to be prepared at any moment as soon as you decide on that house that it's a matter of hours before everything moves and everything shifts.
100%. Like you could be placing offers for a little while and then suddenly
Yeah.
one sticks and it's all just going on from there on.
Yeah, it was almost like within a day that everything had shifted and changed.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. And maybe as a final question, what would you tell someone who's sitting on the fence right now?
Don't sit on the fence. If you have an idea of what you want and that idea presents itself in reality, just do it. Because the more you wait, the more you'll wait for that same opportunity you had before to come back again, and it won't look the same. So you might as well, if it's the right decision and you've done all the research for it, and you've backed yourself, then take that step.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to work with you.